Stargirl was directed by Julia Hart and stars Grace VanderWaal and is one of Disney Plus's first original movies that they've put on their streaming service. And tells a story of a boy in high school, just kind of remains to himself, doesn't really like to be out there into the world, would rather be an introvert, collected to himself, until he meets a girl named Stargirl, who's very much an extrovert, and just kind of changes his life, how he acts, how he really is as a person, and how he views the world and everything like that. Just the kind of the ups and downs of that relationship as a whole. And honestly, this was a really charming film. I really had a good time with it. Obviously, I think the first thing to talk about is Grace VanderWaal's performance. If you don't know who she is, she was the winner of America's Got Talent not too long ago.
I now know my name. I don't play by the rules the game so easy.
And she's just an absolutely amazing singer. So seeing her in her first acting role, and that being a lead acting role, I was both excited but a bit worried at the same time, because there's those times of when singers try to be actors and it doesn't always work. I mean, Taylor Swift has done acting before, but her performance in Cats, I would say, leaves something to be desired, but that would say that Cats had something to begin with, which it didn't.
Powers of levitation would make...
Stop! Enough! Stop! Be gone! I command it! Leave! I don't want to hear it!
But thankfully, VanderWaal's performance in this is absolutely fantastic. Not only when she sings is it amazing, but in those smaller, subtler, dramatic moments does she give a fantastic performance. I loved her character. I loved her performance. Easily the best thing about this movie. She just brought a whole level of charm to it that I wasn't expecting, and I very much appreciate that. Cinematography, also, I was not expecting it to be as beautiful as it was. Because typically with films like this, especially made for kids, they do not put this much effort into the look of the film. But here, it's beautiful. I love the cinematography of this movie, and when you watch it, you're gonna see the same things that I see. Beautiful colors, lots of deep focus, not just deep focus, but also shallow focus. Done very well, very beautiful to watch, and easily a good thing of the movie. I think if there's any weaknesses to the film, it is a very not stereotypical story, but it's one that we have seen before. Kind of delivers the same kind of messages of being yourself, let yourself be heard, and that kind of stuff. It does those same things, but there are moments in the film where it does explore different paths of it, especially with Stargirl's character and what she does, because it's not really explored in other films and shows with this kind of themes and messages. And I liked what they did with that, especially towards the end of the movie. But then once it explores those, then it goes back to the stereotypical paths, and it frustrated me for that, and I wish that it didn't do that. And that's really the only real negatives I can say about the film, is just the stereotypical beats that it follows. You can pretty much tell where it's going to go from beginning to end. And for some people, it's not going to matter. It didn't really matter to me. I was just a bit disappointed by that. But I come to expect that more often. Is just a lot of films these days are just going to follow similar story structures. And that's just how it goes. Performances from everyone, as well, obviously VanderWaal, were done very well. The lead actor, he was good. There were some elements where it's just maybe a line delivery here or there was just a bit off, but overall I think that he did a good job, and he had great chemistry with VanderWaal. There's really not much more I can say about Stargirl. That's not saying that it's a bad thing, but I'm saying the biggest and best element of the movie was VanderWaal's performance and her character. And the story, when it goes off the stereotypical path and does things differently and on its own, it's very well done. Especially the emotional elements that it throws in that I wasn't expecting was also done very well. But it's really just the stereotypical story beats that the film follows that does hinder it. Kind of a good deal depending on who you are, but does it make it a bad film? No, it doesn't. I'm going to give Stargirl a 7 out of 10. I think Stargirl is good. I wasn't really expecting it to be good, and I had a great time with it, and that's mainly due to VanderWaal's performance. She did a fantastic job. If you haven't seen Stargirl yet, I highly recommend it. It's on Disney Plus right now. Please go check it out. So that was my review of Stargirl. If you have any thoughts on the movie, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.